Hello everybody, Dondi Games here, and today I'm here to show you how to make a custom level for Skyrim's Brawl City using Sky SDK for Unity. This is a completely open source template that allows you to create your own custom levels in mod.io for our game. Keep in mind that you can do not distribute mods that are outside of level design. It is purely meant for it to be designing for custom levels. If for any point that we detect that we actually see a mod that is actually not a level or used to gain unfair advantage on other players, we may discard and get rid of the mod that you have uploaded and deny being live to our game. Let's get started. So to get started, you will first need the Unity editor. You can download it by actually going to search up Unity. Go to the first link in the link in the search input in the history, and then click on Download for Windows. You can do this on whatever platform you're on. It could be Mac, Linux. But preferably, it's best for the best experience. It's best to use this on Windows if you're doing this on Windows. Next up, you're gonna need the open source project. We actually use our tools to made our own tools to actually allow people to make custom levels. Search up, go to our latest post, and go to the GitHub repository by clicking View, Read More, and then go to the GitHub blue link. Then go to Releases, and then click Initial Release with Sky SDK. It's basically just an empty template with a cylinder scaled, but one thing you'll notice is that the Sky SDK is a tab. That is actually an option allowing you to create your own levels for Unity in our game, as mentioned before. Once you click on download the zip and extract it, that's done. Okay, so now what you want to do is, once you have everything done, we want to actually design the level. So take note of the scenes folder. The scenes folder is used to actually detect what assets are actually in the map. So if you want to know what map you're using, it's best to actually stick with what you got here. However, in the scenes.bundle scene, if you want to customize it, you can do so by actually going to Game Object and click a 3D, hover over 3D object and click whatever you want to add. Let's say I want to add a cube. Very nice. Scale that down. So let's say this is your map. Okay, so you want to make sure that its position is always gonna have to be 0 by 0 by 0. You don't want it actually on like anywhere different, otherwise the map could actually desync in the position, or it could just be in the wrong position in general. This is a reason why we have it at 0 0 0, is because, well, we don't want the player to just fall out of the map when we actually have them go into the map. However, there is an issue currently we're trying to fix where the player cannot actually load maps. They can download them, but they cannot play them. We're working on to get that fixed as soon as possible. But going back to this, if you go to the asset bundle, you'll notice that the asset is actually set as a prefab in the scenes folder. I actually, I'm not 100% sure on how this works, but I'm pretty sure it only matters that you have it in the scenes folder. The asset bundle might also be important, but keep that in mind. If it gives you errors, you might need to add it there. I added it there just because it worked. Now, what you want to do is go to Sky SDK and click Build Scene Mod Manager or Build Mod Package. Depending on what platform you're using, you might have to try different things. You might have to do both in some cases. SDK Mod Builder basically builds a new mod.zip. Now, if we actually inspect this map project, Skyrunner's map project, and then we go to builds. We can go to, if what we did was we build a mod package. So we go to mod packages, and you'll see your platform right here, Android. It builds a Android version. So these are the files that are used for the mod. Going back to Sky SDK, if you want to build a Windows version, you do build mod package. You go back to final mods, and then go to the new mod. These are actually the builds bundle that I'm assuming are for Windows. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is correct. I still have to tweak some stuff out in case things are wrong. But I'm certain that if you might have to tweak some things to make sure that the mod works. Otherwise, you might end up seeing like mods not loading, crashes, etc. Now, I am still testing with this, so I have to actually make sure that it works. However, it is actually, at least the Sky SDK is in working state, so you can actually get an idea of how you can create your own levels. In fact, it can get to a point where you can literally create like levels that other games made too. For instance, like, if you ever heard of Monkey Map Loader, this was popular because, like, back in the days of old Gorilla Tag, you could play, like, good maps that were made by the loving community of Gorilla Tag that actually loved making maps for the community. In fact, systemically, it's so popular that it's all over YouTube. Like, all over the place. And I actually highly recommend that if you love custom maps, I recommend you give my my latest tutorial on how to install mods there a try. But in terms of sake for the consistency of the guide on this tutorial's context, we're just going to focus on what you need to do in order to get this working. So take note of your Unity editor version. You need to make sure you have the version I actually am using right now or newer, which is 6.0.2.4F1 or newer. Because the reason why we need this to be the same or newer is because Skyrunner's Brawl City VR does not like it when older editor versions are used for the mod that's created. So if it's not newer or the same, you might run into instability issues, crashes, or etc. So it's best to stick with the same version I used or newer. And also, you might want to actually also go to the mod.io website to add your level. How you do that? Well, type in mod.io and go to search games. You can find the games by browsing for games and type in Sky. You'll find it right here, right off the bat. And as you can see, I have already built a level, but however, I'm still testing like I said earlier. Now, also, to download a level, you would go down to this, go to the version, and then select download file. But you can also download it in-game, however, you cannot play them, unfortunately, yet. I'm working to fix that issue as soon as possible. Now, obviously, there's a few caveats to this thing. Obviously, in older versions, you would not be able to run your email and auth code to actually log in to download these mods in game. That has been fixed. So I want to clarify that these other versions, though, these are not actually mods. These are just like test dummy versions, just so we can see if it actually loads up on the UI. But to add a level, yeah, so, oh, here it is. So, what you want to do is, if you want to make your own level, you gotta click Add Level. Give it a name. Give it a summary. Promote your where your your mod is hosted normally, and also give it a nice subscription, if you will. Media is basically, and I know you'll be able to do the rest of the stuff here on your own, but hopefully I hope this helps as much as I can, because I already uploaded one of mine, but I'm just gonna back out of that for now. But this is the end of the tutorial part 1 of the Sky SDK tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace out. Bye.